rivalries that defines this sport. Ohio State versus Michigan. The scarlet and gray versus the maize and blue. To many fans on both sides, this is a one-game season. Ohio State, of course, defending national champions, but Michigan has bragging rights. They've beaten their rivals the last 4 times. Welcome to Ann Arbor, Michigan, and the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in this conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Buckeyes will kick this away to start us off. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. So Michigan's offense making their way on the field today. Well, Michigan versus Ohio State. I don't have to say too much more, but a lot was said after last year's Wolverine victory in Columbus. A lot of jawing. Buckeyes eventually used that as fuel to go on to win the national championship.
Usually when Ohio State and Michigan get together, not only the emotions, but the line of scrimmage decides the outcome of the game. And last year was no different. Michigan, to their credit, Mason Graham and company dominating Ohio State's run game, pressuring the quarterback, and that's what eventually led them to a victory. They didn't have a whole lot going for their own offense, but their defense was dominant. And the Buckeyes, in my opinion, I think they used that loss as a springboard to their next 4 games in a national championship. Cannot wait to see the emotions on this field and what the results are of this year's game.
Finds his man. It's Haynes. They wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker. Here we go. First third down of the game. Can he make it to the marker? Stopped on third for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now.
Interesting call here by the offense coordinator. Shows you the confidence that he has in his offensive line and running back. But the defense in great position to negate this play and bring up a 4th down.
See if he can make a play on this return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So Ohio State's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Got a wide receiver here, Kirk, coming off a career performance last game. He was really unstoppable, bouncing around all week, looking to build on that and do even better this time.
Yeah, I think last week the thing that stood out when you looked at the film was he had a lot of one-on-one opportunities, and he made that defense really pay for it. Now it's a new week, new challenge. If I'm the defense coordinator, I don't leave this guy alone coming off of the game that he had last week. Let's see how they defend him and how this offense can respond.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Caught behind the line. It's Tate. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's 1st and goal.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Interesting idea here near the goal line, relying on the speed to get to the edge. It didn't work out this time, but maybe give it another look later on.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, it's a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver, but I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
Here's the point after attempt. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Play action here on first down. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. So one explosive play has put this offense in scoring position, getting close now to the red zone. Throwing off play action. On the run, he'll let it go. Pass caught. Can he get in? They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. The Wolverines come to the line with first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Defense expecting run. They'll stop him short of the goal line. Okay, now it's second and goal from the 1.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this first and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Trying to throw for it on third and goal. The pocket breaking down. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And now they'll set up for the point after. And it's good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner looking to make a play here. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He escapes the pocket. Taking a shot deep down the right side. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. Getting set. Here's second down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Early in this season, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Well, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field. Man, Chris, what a great job by this offense to be able to pick up this first down. He had to come off his primary, meaning the offensive line had to give the quarterback a little bit more time, allow him to work through his progressions. Eventually, he finds the drag route for the first.
Running out of time in the pocket. He's good as he throws it.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Short connection to the tight end here. Breaks into the clear. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Makes the catch downfield. He's in the clear. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
The Buckeyes will line up here on 1st down and goal. Grab behind the line with Smith. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Great connection there for 6 points.
Well, that's his 2nd touchdown catch already in just the 1st half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Trying to find some room. It's Haynes. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're 3rd down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Handoff from the shotgun. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. We've got an exciting quarterback duel in the making here as we check the first quarter stats. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Well, I'm not shocked here at all by this play. The offense is facing a 3rd and long. Why not just throw it up and take a chance? Maybe you get a completion. Maybe you get a pass interference. Worst case, it's intercepted. But it's almost like a punt. The ball is thrown so far downfield.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Quick juke. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
The receiver makes the catch. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for him.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Bringing pressure. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Well, for many, this is the quintessential college football rivalry. It combines tradition, high intensity, and very often high stakes.
Yeah, Chris, I really think the rivalry has changed over the years. Guys in my era would tell you it was a game that was the most heated but the most respected because of the way you were recruited by both schools. There was the Woody, there was the Bo influence on the rivalry. But I think in the new social media era, I think it's more about hatred for the two schools from both sides. It's just a different feel. We'll feel that today when these teams go at it.
Quick throw to the flat. It's a screen. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Yeah, this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Buckeyes pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on fourth down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They finally stop him, but a solid play sets him up. First and goal at the 9. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Scanning the field. It's St. Clair. The coverage is good. They just swallow him up there for the sack.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on first and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on second and goal.
Defense is coming after him. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried the throw that time.
Risky throw here on second down. Small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line. So they're short on fourth down. The coach decides to try out the field goal team. He knocks it through with confidence. And they add to their lead. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Return of 1 down. Sets up the next drive. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Nice grab. It's Morgan. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Off the play fake on first down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Ball handed off. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. On 1st and 10, look at the throw. Looking deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And here's the return from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. To throw, it's Sayin. Will actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
Well, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Chris, I love this throw downfield. He takes a shot. I thought he had a big completion, but instead the defender makes one heck of a play to be able to knock that ball away for the incompletion.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Delivers quickly to the left side. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30. The offense will begin now with excellent field position. Makes the grab. It's Morgan. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking for a receiver. He's running out of time here. He cannot escape. It's a sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this. With halftime approaching.
Well, they finally get to the quarterback with that sack. You know, he's already thrown 2 touchdowns in his first half, so the defense really needed that small victory for many reasons.
Movement here from the tight end. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Hey, really good decision here by this quarterback just to get rid of that football, but I'm sure they're hoping for a few extra yards here to make this field goal attempt a little bit easier.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle. That will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Catch made on the out route. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Here's the second down play. Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Dropping back, it's Sayin. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Play action fake, looking to throw. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. He's bringing it back. Touchdown, Wolverines. A big defensive score. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Return starts from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's looking deep down the middle. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there, what will be the final play of the quarter. The Wolverines will kick this away to start the second half. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. He's got the first and still going. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. The game is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. The offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. QB keeper all the way. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The running back has been busy today, but not much to show for it. The defense all over him again. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, I'll say this. This defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost him anything. Let's see what the mindset is. Here he goes. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Looking to scramble. He'll throw it deep down the middle of the field. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Caught behind the line. It's Peoples. Brought down, but broke the tackle. Produced a solid gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. And they pick up the 1st on the ground. The Buckeyes are going to keep this drive rolling.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Caught! He's wide open! Look out! Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this side.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looks right, lets it fly. That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. Buckeyes will have to kick it away on a punt now for the first time today. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Just trying to get rid of it. And it's incomplete. Tried to lob the ball up there, but doesn't connect. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Hands it off on the counter. They continue to feed the running back, but he has had nowhere to go today. They've been getting owned at the line of scrimmage. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. It's reeled in. It's McCulley. It's a nice gain. They move the football up to the 27. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, once in a while as a defensive coordinator, you roll the dice, take a chance, and hope to get home to the quarterback. It's exactly what occurred there with the free safety blitzing and sacking the QB.
It's a shotgun run call. The running back has been busy today, but not much to show for it. The defense all over him again. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? He's hit as he throws it. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. The Wolverines will have to punt this one away. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Well, that is great discipline by this defense to break up the ball there on that comeback.
2nd down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a 1st down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Caught quickly. Breaks into the clear. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Here comes a handoff. And they've got him.
Chris, that's positive yards on 1st and goal, which is obviously good. But now at this point in the game, critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the fourth. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. On the run, it's Haynes. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And the Wolverines looking to keep this drive rolling.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Grab behind the line. It's Klein. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And they'll give it to the back. They continue to feed the running back, but he has had nowhere to go today. They've been getting owned at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch! They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game, who's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw, just having a dream performance.
Makes the catch downfield. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. The Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. The running back has been busy today, but not much to show for it. The defense all over him again. The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Motion now from the tight end. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure.
Football's loose. Scooped up on the defense. He's in the clear. He breaks free. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A scoop and score, and this place is going crazy.
What a play by this defense. Late in a game like this, trailing, to be able to come up with a touchdown like this takes all the pressure off of their own offense. Now they've got the lead and a chance to win the game.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. It's an out route, the catch made. They make the tackle, but not before. A solid gain on that pass. Now it's second down here. They keep him off balance with a run. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Looking to pass here on second down. Short pass, finds the tight end. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
This is an example of a quarterback in his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking for a man deep down the left side. He's got it near the end zone. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
Chris, this is a great example of the awareness for both sides of the ball. The offense knowing where the first down marker is on 4th and long, and they're able to get to it. But the defense also has to know. They got to prevent the receiver from...
Touchdown, Michigan. This offense cannot be stopped. When you break down the matchup for 2 excellent teams, this is exactly what we would have expected.
Well, in fact, all week, you and I have been talking about this game and what we thought might happen and how it might play out. This is what we thought. We thought we'd see a close game, 2 evenly matched opponents. But now, you've got one team that has a chance to get a last-second score at the very end to win it.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Goes out of bounds at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage.
Start offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. First down. Looking to throw the football. He's going to take off. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only is he pulled out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Important second down play coming up. A deep shot to the left side. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position.
You got to pick the right time to take your shots downfield, and this offense just did that. A huge gain, and now they're down in the red zone for a first down.
This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. Change of direction. And that run produces a decent gain. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll try the option play here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down mark. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the defense smothers him for no gain. So tie game, fourth quarter. We're going to go for it on this fourth down. Design quarterback run. Touchdown, Ohio State. They have taken the lead, but time running down.
Chris, I thought we might be headed to overtime here, but this offense would not be denied. Outstanding execution, and they take the lead. Now it's all about, can their defense hold on to see if they can get this win.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Wolverines offense is back on the field. It comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. And the offense wisely spikes the ball here to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. Quarterback will spike the ball to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking for a late, deep throw. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. That's the kind of matchup we hope for. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.